Guys, so I just want to show you guys. My dog wants to say hey, but I want to show you guys a really cool trap, cage trap. We had a bunch of these at the LTA, the Louisiana Trappers Convention, last year, and I bought a few. We had like 50 of them, but cool trap, trigger mechanism. I just want to show y'all real quick. Okay, so here's the trap. It's I think it's 4x4x30. Okay, it's one is I think it's 14 gauge 1x1 wire. It's non-powered, though you can power it, but it's got a very cool trigger system. It has a pan trigger, but the way it works is very cool. So I'm going to try and give you an overview of it so you can see it here. So you have a pan that's kind of one directional. It sits out one way, okay? And you have two nuts it pivots off of, and you have like this little gambrel type deal right here, right? And then that goes to a nut. And then from this nut on one end, we have a piece of 1/4-inch rod, I'm guessing. It just goes under the door. You know, it just goes under the door right there. That's cool. And we come to the other end, and instead of just that one, instead of just a straight rod, we have a hook, if y'all can see that comes over the top and hooks into the bottom. So that's kind of weird, okay? But how it works is, since this pan is one directional, it's going to move this rod in one way, right? So if I can just move this up and down, let's see here, get my finger under here. See, it'll only move that rod in one direction. When it goes down, it's only moving in one direction. So what the guy who did this was, I think these were squirrel traps for ADC work. It's either that or we bought these from the state. They bought them from the state. Not the state donated them, I mean. I think these were research traps or squirrel traps. I can't remember. But basically, when that pan goes down, it pushes this forward. It lets this one come out since it's just a straight rod. And since you can't have two straight rods going in the same direction because they'll hook under this one, they made a hook right here, which hooks under. So when it goes forward, this one lets off, and this one lets off. See if we can zoom out here to where y'all can see everything. I'm in the sun, so it doesn't want to. And it drops both them little doors. Now, it's pretty cool, actually. The deal is you can't really power this trap unless you do something kind of weird, which is some of them have a spring hooked. You see I have a hog ring right here. Some of them have a spring going this way in the direction it would fall. And I couldn't figure out what that was for until I started trying to power it. And basically what that was, it was giving spring pressure to this, making it want to go down more, which made it trip easier. So yeah, it's a very cool deal. Also has a little handle here. And the final thing is it locks. A lot of these colony style doors don't lock. They're strictly gravity operated. The animal can't get out because of gravity. But these are ingenious because they lock with a little piece of, I don't know if this is spring steel or if it was just bent right, but it's a little piece of rod. Oopsie. It's a little piece of rod, right? And as you can see, it's been bent and cut just so if there's not enough pressure, it will just sit there. But we add just enough pressure to that door falling, it will slap over. And you can't open it unless you depress it. And that's really cool because if you guys remember that double door treadle I had, it works on mostly the same principle, but one problem I had with it was I would catch chipmunks and stuff, and my little evil dog right there, I'm talking to you, or some other critter could scare this animal to death and have it backed up in one side of the cages, and it didn't have this on it where it couldn't get in. And they could get their nose in there, and they could pull it out and kill it. I've had that happen a few times. So yeah, guys, this is a really, really cool little trap. A lot of work to make these. I mean, I feel like it'll be a lot of work to make them, but still. And also, check this. These were not bent. These were not bent in like a bender. These were cut and welded. Everything was cut and welded. You know, a lot of guys in like Washington who make stuff like this, they bend everything. They cold bend everything. This was cut into individual pieces and welded together. So, yeah. Just want to show y'all that. Thought it was a cool trap. These aren't being made as far as I know of. I think these were just one of those things. Somebody decided to make something. So yeah, I don't think these will ever be made again. I don't think anybody's going to try and make these again. I doubt there's a patent on this because patents cost way more. They're way more trouble than 50 traps are worth. So I want to show this. Hopefully it helps somebody, and y'all please don't steal this and try and make some money off of it, saying it's your design. Don't be a dick. But yeah, cool little deal.